Hello, hello, hello. Am I audible? So we'll start today's topic with arrangements. So basically, we are going to start with linear arrangements. So in the previous lecture, we had solved basic sums of linear arrangement. So this time, we'll solve additional questions for arrangements. So this is question number. This is our first set. You can take 5 minutes of time to solve this set. So here the set is about seven teachers who teach seven different subjects. So the subjects are economics, audit, accountancy, psychology, mathematics, history, and strategic management. So they are sitting in a row, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so we know that there are going to be seven different teachers who will teach seven different topics. One, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. Fine. And there is data given over there. We have to solve the set on the basis of this data that is given. Okay, so we'll start with point number one. So point number one is the mathematics teacher is second to the left of strategic management teacher. So this is our set. Okay, so let us say these all people are facing north. Okay, when someone is facing north, so this will be your left, this will be your right. Okay, so point number one, that the mathematics teacher is second to the left of who? Strategic management teacher. This is our point number one. So point number two is the teacher of economics is not an immediate neighbor of. So economics cannot be the economics teacher cannot be an immediate neighbor of the one who teaches accountancy. So this is point number two. So what is given, the history teacher who sits at one of the extreme ends is to the immediate right of accountancy teacher. So the possibility of history teacher can be over here and it can be over here, any of the two ends. But history teacher who is one of at one of the extreme ends is to the immediate right. So immediate right for him, being on the immediate right as well as on the extreme end, only this position is possible, this. So this will be history Okay, and this will be accountancy. Okay, because this over here on the left extreme end, history is not possible because it has to be on the right hand side of accountancy. So this is history, this is accountancy. So now economics won't be over here. Okay, so economics won't be in this place because it is not a neighbor of whom, the one who teaches accountancy. The economics teacher is third to the right of psychology teacher. Okay, so it is third to the right of psychology teacher. So psycho being third to the right, so we have two possibilities. First, let us write down the economics teacher is third to the right of psychology teacher. So if this is psychology teacher, okay, so third to the right, one, two, three. Okay, who will be over here? The one will be economics teacher. Okay, as economics teacher cannot be here, we have only four places, and over here also we have taken four places. One, two, three, four. That means economy has to be over here, and psychology has to be at this end. Okay, so now we have to form three sitting arrangements with one. You can see over here mathematics. Then you will need someone in between and strategic management. So the only case possible over here is mathematics, economics, and strategic management. And the only left over here will be audit. Okay, we have so far solved the set, but we'll recheck again with the data given. That is, the mathematics teacher is second to the left of the strategic management teacher. That is one, two, three. Yes, condition one satisfied. The teacher of economics is not an immediate neighbor of accountancy teacher. Yes, condition 2 also satisfied. The teacher, the history teacher who is at one of the extreme ends is to the immediate right of the accountancy teacher. Again, condition satisfied. The economics teacher is third to the right of psychology teacher. So the economics teacher is third to the right of psychology teacher. Yes, one, two, three. Condition satisfied. So there are two questions given. Question number one, the teacher of which subject sits exactly between economics and accountancy teacher? Economics and accountancy teacher. So question number one answer is strategic management teacher. Over here, management. Question number second, what is the position of audit teacher with respect to that of psychology teacher? So audit is over here, and with respect to psychology teacher, so that will be uh, immediate right. Immediate right. So we have solved the set. So we'll move forward this with the second set. You can take 5 minutes to solve this one. This one is easier. This one take 5 minutes. Okay, so the question over here is, Kitu is between Mohan and Sohan. Raju is to the immediate left of Sohan. Uh, and Sham is to the immediate right of Mohan. If these people are facing south, who is sitting to the extreme left? Okay, so if these people are towards south, let us suppose they are facing towards south. So this will be right, this will be left. Okay, so now we have conditions given. First, is Kitu will denote him by K. Okay, Kitu is sitting between Mohan and Sohan. So this can be in two ways. Okay, he can either sit between Mohan to his right side or either to his left side. So second condition is Raju is to the immediate left of Sohan. Okay, Raju. So how many people do we have right now? One, Mohan, Sohan, Kitu, Raju, and Sham. Okay, so we have around five people. So one, two, three, four, five. Okay, five people. This will be their right. This will be their left. So in the second condition, Raju is to the immediate left of Sohan. So Raju is to the immediate left of Sohan, which means he will be over here. So this condition will get cancelled out. This will be eliminated out because we want this to be in this way. And Sham is to the immediate right of Mohan. So Sham will be towards here, which means K will be over here, S will be over here, right will be over here, M. So this is for Sohan and this is for Sham with the last statement. Okay, so the last statement is Sham is to the immediate right of Mohan. If these two people are facing south, who is to the extreme right? So extreme right is Sham. So try solving this. Take 5 minutes. So in this set, we there are seven friends: Alisha, Shamika, Ashwini, Shamika, Alisha, Madhuri, Komal, Reema, and Vami are sitting in a row facing north, not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so row facing north, that is left over here, right over here. Shamika is not an, so here the data starts. Shamika is not an immediate neighbor of Ashwini. This is point one. So point one is Shamika is not an immediate neighbor of Ashwini. Okay, Ashwini does not sit at any of the ends. Okay, Ashwini does not sit at any of the ends. So we have ends over here. That is one, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. So we have seven people over here. Okay, so Ashwini won't be at any end. And similarly, Shamika is not an immediate neighbor of Ashwini. Shamika and Madhuri are equidistant from Alisha, and none of them sits at the extreme ends. Okay, so no one of them sits at the extreme ends. So there is a possibility that Shamika can be in between, and the rest two can be equidistant to her, but not at the extreme ends. It's fine. Uh, Wami is second to the right of Wami is second to the right of Rima. Okay, who sits at one of the ends, second to the rights of uh, Rima. Okay, so Rima sits over here, and Vami sits second to the right. Okay, Vami sits over here. That means Vami will be over here. Rima is one of the neighbors of Shamika. If Shamika is over here, and we have one more statement that Shamika and Madhuri are equidistant. So Alisha has to be here. Alisha needs to be here. Yeah, Alisha will be here. And similarly, distance of one. So Madhuri will be here. Okay, Madhuri will be here. Now Ashwini does not sit at any of the ends. So Ashwini will be over here. And the remaining person is Komal. So Komal will be here. Okay, this one is also a basic set. So the question is, who sits to the immediate left of Vami? That is Shamika. Okay, what is the position of Alisha with respect to Komal? Alisha with respect to Komal. So second is third to the left. Fine. So now question number three. How many peoples are sitting between Ashwini and Rima? So that is one, two, and three. So we will have three people. Okay. One more set is given over here. Try to solve this. Take 5 minutes and try to solve this one. Okay, so in this set, there are two benches arranged opposite to each other. Okay, so which means if there are eight people, so we'll have two benches. So this will be one, two, three, four, and exactly the other will be over here, one, two, three, four. So let us assume that these people are facing north and these people are facing south. So this will be left over here, this will be right. Okay, and opposite for the people who are facing this. Okay, so now let us start with the given data. A is not sitting at any corner and G is at one of the corner. So A is not at the corners and G is at the corner. Okay, G is at one of the corners. Now G and F are on the same side. So let us make team 1 and team 2. Okay. So G and F are on the same side. Okay. Same side as C. Okay. So which means C भी इसी में आएगा. So now H is exactly opposite A and is uh, on the same side as E. Okay. So which means H is here, E is here. So A will be over here. And the rest as it A will be over here because it is opposite to H. And we have rest as B and D. Okay. So try solving this with the data given. Let's try. So what they have given is H is sitting exactly opposite A. H is sitting exactly opposite A. Fine. But H is but A is not at one of the corners and it is on the same side as E. Now D and B have exactly 1% between them. So D and B have exactly 1% between them. And D is sitting diagonally opposite C. So D has to be over here for C to be diagonally opposite. Okay, so C will be over here. And there is exactly one person sitting between D and B. D and B. And E is sitting at one of the corner seats. So for E to have one of the corner seats, which means this will be over here and H will be over here. So now H is sitting exactly opposite A. A will be over here. Okay. And G is sitting at one of the corners. So G will be over here. So the remaining will have F over here. So let's try to go again with the given data. So data 1, A is not sitting at one of the corners. Yes, A is not sitting at any of the corners. And G is at one of the corners. Yes, G is at one of the corners. And G and F are on the same side as C. Yes, same side as C. Okay. And H is exactly opposite A. Correct. It is exactly opposite A. And on the same side as E. Yes, H is on the same side as E. Then again D and B have 1% between them. Yes, it is H. Okay, and E is sitting at one of the corners. Again, is correct. And E is exactly opposite C. Okay, and D is sitting exactly opposite, diagonally opposite C. Fine. So who is sitting at the corners? So corners we have G, we have D, we have C, we have E. Okay. Who is diagonally sitting diagonally opposite E? So diagonally opposite E is G. Okay. How many people are sitting between G and C? So there are two people. If A and B exchange their position, who is the neighbor of H? Which means if A and B change the position, so we'll have new row, that is D, H, A and E. So the neighbors of H will be D and A. Okay. So these are the basic sets of linear arrangements. Okay. So I hope it was clear. If there are any doubts, please let us know. And we also have our offline lectures now at the center, so you can contact us for the offline lectures as well. So if there are any doubts, please let us know. Okay, we are ending the session with this four sets.